Hi, everyone, and welcome to our first episode of Season 4. Glad you could join us. We got a lot going on this month. Middle of the year already. Hard to believe, isn't it? Hope your research has been going well. We're going to be talking about the events that are going on to the month of July and what you can expect at the IGSI. We're also going to be talking about, some of you may already know, the Minnesota Vikings are going to be playing the Pittsburgh Steelers at Croke Park in Dublin in September. This is going to be the first NFL game played during the regular season. So, you need to know a little Gaelic if you're going to be going to the game, or maybe you're going to be sitting with some family and friends and impress them. Well, we talked to somebody who can give you some words regarding American football. Kind of interesting. We also have the Irish Fest list of all the fests that are going on across the U.S. and Canada coming up as well. So let's get right to it. And our Irish Saturday for the month of July will be on July 12th. So stop on by the Hoffman Research Library, which is located at the Minnesota Genealogy Center in Mendota Heights, Minnesota. Now, here's an opportunity to get some of your Irish research questions answered. The Minnesota Genealogy Center is located at 1385 Mendota Heights Road, Suite 100. You can also stop by the library during regular business hours, and to find out more about the library and hours of operation, go to the website at mngs.org. And our webinar for the month of July will feature Joe Hunter. His topic is called New Tools and Tricks with Maps for Genealogy Research. This presentation will be held on July 19th, and it is an online presentation only. The webinar will begin at 10:30 a.m. and last until noon Central Daylight Time. Maps have been long used by most genealogists to assist in their research. Using different tools and approaches with these same maps can add context, substance, and an endless supply of exciting ways to enhance your family history. The saga of our access to historic maps spans space and time in a way that profiles the field of genealogy itself. From dusty, worn treasures in repositories to now digitized versions that offer access and customization, if only you knew how. Well, Joe will demonstrate several ways to incorporate these tools when using maps to detail and explain your research in a creative form. Again, this webinar will be held on July 19th. Registration is now open on the IGSI's website, irishgenealogical.org. Well, some of you already know that the Minnesota Vikings will be taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers at Croke Park in September 28th in Dublin, Ireland. And so if you're going to be going to the game in Dublin, or you're going to be watching it on TV with family and friends, do you need to know a little bit of Gaelic? Maybe you want to impress some of your friends and the fans that are going to be sitting next to you at Croke Park on the September 28th during the game. Well, I had a chance to talk to Molly Gaidra, who teaches Gaelic, and she has a number of courses, and she teaches this online all over the world. And tell me a little bit about some Gaelic terms that we can use regarding American football. And this is what she said.
Definitely. You will inspire and impress the locals with your knowledge. So certain terms that you might want to know about the game in general, like American football, we call it Pel Vericánach.
Par Vericánach.
Exactly. So Americanach means American.
Okay. Yes.
Americanach. So you might say, Is Americanach me? I am American. But Pel is football. So Pel Vericánach is American football. A touchdown is a talamh. Talamh. So talamh is really the ground or the land. Talamh. Okay. So talamh is a touchdown.
Talamh. All right.
Anawal, very good.
We're hoping there's a lot of talamhs on September 28th.
Suffix and beautifully it turns into cruachord. So cruach is steel. And when we're working hard, we say egober go crua. So there's a sense of, steeliness and hard work and effort there, steeler.
Crua.
So cruachord is a steeler.
Okay.
And even, for example, our holy mountain, Cruach Fádrig, Cropatrick, comes from cruach, because cruach can mean a pile up or a mound or a mountain. So cruachor, nice etymology on steel and stealer.
Cruahoy.
Cruachor,
Okay.
anawa.
All
Now
right.
I'm learning as much as all of you. I don't have a huge vocabulary in football, but
Well,
field
that was going to be
goal,
my next question. How well advanced are you on American football?
not very, but I've
Okay.
very much enjoyed my deep dive here into the
Okay.
language
Very
of
good.
it. So a
Okay.
field goal is
Mm-hmm.
cool own immert.
Cool.
Cool own immert.
Cool old Emmett.
Very good.
Okay.
Cool is a
Cool.
goal.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, meaning the back, so like the
Mm-hmm.
back of the net.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Own means from, and immert is playing. So it's like a goal from playing.
Cool old
Cool own immert.
Emmett. Okay. Cool old Emmett. Okay.
That's it. Cool own immert.
All
And
right.
then halftime is
Yes.
la am. La means half. La. And am is time. La
La
am.
La Okay.
Intach.
All right.
And the defense is cussant. Cussant.
Cuscent.
Excellent. Nice
Okay.
pronunciation. Cussant is
Cuscent.
the defense.
Great.
Cussant.
Okay. So when it's time to go get your pint, you wait for laham, right?
Shin A, that's it.
Right.
Shin A.
Okay.
Exactly. If you're a big
Come.
fan of the Steelers or whoever your team is, you might say that you're a big man for them or a big woman for them. So we have the word fan, FEAN, but it's too similar to fan in
Uh-huh.
English. So better if you'd say far more, a big man. Far more Steelers is a big man for Steelers, or a
Okay.
ban war Steelers.
So if I'm a far more, a big far more, I'm a big fan.
Exactly. Far
Okay.
is man and more is big. So you're a big
Okay.
man for them. You're a fan
Okay.
of them. Far more. Anawa.
Right. Okay. Well, so what else should I know when I get over there?
Good question. So before
Okay.
you even board the plane, a
Mm-hmm.
nice thing would be to learn these top 5 useful basic expressions. So you could even greet your teammates or your friends with Giarich. Hello. Giarich.
Geolix.
Perfect.
Okay.
Giarich.
Geolix.
It really means God to you because a blessing is a greeting in Irish. So Giarich is hello.
Geolix. Okay.
Anawa.
All right.
If you want to say thank you, we say Gurav Mahagat. Gurav Mahagat.
Gurith Mada.
Excellent. Gurav
Gurith
Mahagat.
Mada. Okay.
Meaning, may you have goodness.
Okay. Gurith Mada.
Gurav Mahagat. Gurav Mahagat. If you're ordering something at the bar at La Am at halftime, you could say, for example, Guinness Ledahul. Ledahul is please.
Okay.
Ledahul.
Guinness
Ledahul.
Ledaho. All right. Now everybody should
Exactly.
remember this one because at
Guinness
Lacha
Ledahul.
they're going to have to know what to say when you get to the stand, right? Okay.
Sinead.
Guinness
That's it.
Lachaho, right?
Ledahul. Anawa,
Ledaho.
ledahul, which really means with your wish or with your will. So it's very relational. It's really
Okay.
granting agency and collaborating with the bartender. Ledahul, with your wish. Ledahul.
Okay. Guinness
And
Ledaho. All
then
right.
Anawa, very
And we'll
good. If you
print
want to
this
say
out too,
great,
so that you can, you need to spell it. You could do that, when you get to the stand, right? Okay.
yeah. If you want to say great or brilliant, intach. Intach
Inta.
is great.
Okay.
Intach.
I have to remember that one. Okay.
Intach.
Inta. Okay.
So, a nice thing to say as you're getting on the plane, or a bit like bon voyage, you're off for a
Mm-hmm.
trip. You could say slán tarish. Slán is how we say goodbye, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Slán means safe. So
Okay.
you're wishing someone safe, and then tarish means of a tour or of a journey. So slán tarish. Slán
Long
tarish
tourish.
is like safe flight, safe journey. And slán apparently turned into so long over the
So
years.
long.
Because,
Oh, so long. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
so slán is how we say goodbye or safe
Wow. I
in
didn't know
Irish. So
that. Okay. Okay. So long. So long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Slán.
so
Good
long.
name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of the fans may be saying that. Yeah. You never know. Yeah. Okay. All right. And thank you very much, Molly, for joining us and giving us some really helpful words so that for the folks who are going to be trying to impress others when they're at Croke Park, they'll be able to stand up and give their best. I'm trying to
Well,
remember the word.
Buinagi Tatnavas, enjoy it. Buin
Hmm.
Tatnavas is really extract shining from it. So I hope you
Okay.
have a brilliant time and Slán
Like
Thurit.
to get a hold of you, Irish with Molly, and she
Sinead,
teaches
that's
Gaelic.
it. Absolutely. So there's a free mini course as well on my website if you want to check out some more basic, useful Irish. And you can contact me through Instagram or TikTok or my website.
So on September 28th, if you want to impress the fan next to you or your family or friends or wherever you're going to be on September 28th, the two teams that'll be playing at Croke Park on September 28th in Dublin is going to be the Minnesota Lochlinnox and the Pittsburgh Cruahoy. So good luck, fans. And that wraps up our first episode of the fourth season. How about that, huh? Well, we will see you hopefully at the second episode. Thanks to Molly for all the Gaelic terms that I can use at the NFL games this year. I won't be going to the one in Dublin, but for those of you who are going one in Dublin or watching it on TV, you can impress your family and friends. I certainly will be as well. And I'm going to remember some of these words. And we will see you again next month. So have yourself a great month. Good luck in your research. And hopefully, hope you have a great time at the Irish Fest. Are you a member of the IGSI? You're not, but you'd like to be? Here's all you have to do. Head to the website at irishgenealogical.org. There you'll find the join link on the left side of the page, and that's where you can sign up and become a member. You can also register for any of the webinars this year on the website as well, and as a member you can also see past webinars from the previous year. And besides enjoying all the members' benefits, you can always sign in and go over many of the programs and services that the IGSI has to offer, and that would include viewing past webinars, surname interests, the e-newsletter. Would you like to be a volunteer at the IGSI? Here's all you have to do. Get on the website at irishgenealogical.org and scroll down to the volunteer link. There you can see all the options that are available to you. That would include helping out with the Irish Fest in Minnesota, or any of the social and educational programs, or you could even help out with the social media platforms and podcasts, or the SEPS magazine and Genealogist newsletter. Just click on the Volunteer Now link and sign up. For more information about the Irish Genealogical Society International, go to the website at irishgenealogical.org. And for questions regarding the podcast, send an email to podcast@irishgenealogical.org.